The description of the hike isn't very specific. All it says is North Park to Dorseyville. So we're not sure where in North Park they started. We think it was around here. And we're not sure where in Dorseyville they ended. Dorseyville is near Wagner Road and Schaefer Run Road. That's probably, we're speculating that they parked along Schaefer Run Road, which is where the first checkpoint on the challenge was last year. So if you're familiar with the challenge, there's a checkpoint along Schaefer Run Road in Dorseyville. So that's where we think they ended the hike this 50 years ago today. But we can't, a crowd this big, we can't park all these cars along Schaefer Run Road, so we had to have the nearest convenient location for parking, which was Heartwood Acres. So today we're going to be hiking to Heartwood Acres. So we're going to be deviating from the Rachel Carson Trail onto the spur trail from the Rachel Carson Trail to Heartwood Acres. So we're going to try to stay together, but if you get ahead of us, if you need to go ahead of us, that's fine. If you're not familiar with where you turn off, the trail is blazed red from the Rachel Carson Trail up to Heartwood Acres Mansion parking lot. So once you get to Wagner Road, normally you would turn left and keep following the yellow blazes. Today you're going to turn right and follow the red blazes, and that will take you up to Heartwood Acres Mansion. So just be aware that when you get to Wagner Road, you're going to turn right and follow red blazes. Wagner Road, you can tell where it is. There's a little equestrian riding area. There's a little pond just beyond that, and then you'll hit Wagner Road. That's where we're going to make sure we turn right and head up to the mansion. If you turn left, you'll have a long day. You'll end So we should have some snacks at the finish at Heartwood Acres. So if you want to stick around for that, feel free. That'll be at the parking lot where we all met this morning. Correct. Yeah, that's a good point. The red trail will go out to the site, turn right, and head to the parking lot where we park. So make sure that when you pop out of the woods, once you get to the Heartwood Mansion, that you turn right and follow the road down to the parking lot. It's not very far. You can pretty much see it, but once you get to the mansion, turn right, very right. Actually, it doesn't go back up to the mansion anymore. It goes to right where we were. It doesn't go right from here. Red trail. The parking lot. You'll be on the red trail down below the mansion. The parking lot up in the woods to your left. So if you're not sure where you are, just put in your parking lot in your smartphone. Just click on that, and that'll give you the GPS map link to the parking lot where we met this morning, and that'll just follow that on your smartphone if you're lost once you get to Heartwood Acres. So it's very simple. Just use the technology to get you where you are. The red blaze trail will take you up to the parking lot area. You should be able to figure out where the parking lot is. Does anybody have questions?
It was like, you are leaving Allegheny Park. And she was like, where is that? And I said, didn't you get your phone out? Like, I didn't even think of that. I just panicked.
At about 4 miles in, once we cross Route 8, there is an Aldi supermarket to the left, about 1,000 feet. They have a restroom in there. If you do need an emergency bathroom break, you can take a break and deviate from the trail and go to the Aldi supermarket and use that restroom. There are a couple of stream crossings this morning, so be aware that most of them have stepping stones that we should be able to cross without getting wet, but the stones might have washed away in recent rains, but we should be fine, but you might get a little wet. Just take your time and cross carefully. Anybody have questions? All right, this is the Harmer Shelter. This is where the challenge will finish this year, the Rachel Carson Trail Challenge, the 37-mile full hike and the 19-mile full homestead challenge and the Friends and Family Challenge on Forest People and here at the Harmer Shelter. So you're going to be getting the last quarter of the challenge in reverse. The trail itself is runs behind the Harmer Shelter, so we're going to walk down this path here and pick up the yellow blazes and turn right.
Unless you're looking.